Hello, welcome to my home, the Towers. It's been very strange, hasn't it, this last few months? When all this lockdown first started, I decided I'd keep a diary, just to get an idea of, look back and see what we've been up to. It's been interesting, so if you've got time, I'd like you to sit back and relax, and I'll tell you a few tales from the Towers. Yesterday I was up in the attic of the West Wing, sorting out some rubbish to be shredded. You know me, waste not, want not. So I use the shredded stuff to insulate the main dungeon ensuite. It doesn't half get nippy in there. I think it's all the stonework. Anyway, like I say, I got rid of 2 full boxes of some dusty old magazines. This morning I was back up there looking for my recipe for bread, using no yeast and no flour. Grandma had it during the war. Apparently you can substitute wood shavings for the flour and a syrup pump for the yeast. Anyway, I'm up there singing along to Pulp the Wonder Years when I hear a loud bang. Look round and the damned attic door must have blown shut and locked. I thought I could hear Mr. E, so I was shouting for help, but to no avail. Oh well, I thought, it's not coffee time yet. He's going to start wondering why I'm not grinding his beans soon, and he'll mount a search. He must have done some solo grinding as he didn't let me out till 12:32. Apparently those old magazines were his prized limited edition Sheffield Wednesday football programmes. Well, how was I to know? Maybe my "are they a limited edition because no bugger wants them" wasn't the best time quip under the circumstances. Anyway, the upside of all this is that he's now in the dungeon with 5 rolls of sticky tape, trying to piece it all together. That'll keep him occupied for a while. I've just had a peek. I don't ever remember Trevor Francis having a head that shape. Anyway, what do I know? I support to Sheffield United. Hope you're all managing this social distancing thing. Must admit, after the football programme incident, I've been social distancing Mr. E quite a bit. He reckons he's okay, but he keeps eyeing up my back copies of Woman's Weekly. Still, you'll not get very far. I've taken the wing nuts off the shredder. Anyway, while he's busy trying to work out why every time he tries to shred something, the flap comes up and hits him in the face, I'll take time to fill you in on a bit of family history. Granny and Grandad on my mother's side were an interesting couple. He was 6'3", she was only 4'11". One of his favourite phrases to my gran was, "Jump to it." When I was a child, I thought he meant hurry up. But with hindsight, maybe not. Anyway, they lived in a small terraced house in Sheffield. You know, like on Corrie, where everything in the same room, sofa, table, giant dresser full of pots. You get my drift. Grandad used to sit in the corner near the fire, whittling walking sticks for wayfaring walkers. Or as my granny called it, hacking wood. Not because she was being sarcastic, but just with no false teeth, it was easier to say. She hadn't had a full set since the summer of 1953. During a particularly enthusiastic jitterbug session with my grandad at the Locarno ballroom, he twirled her out, and because his palms were sweating, he couldn't twirl her back in again. She slipped from his grasp and went flying through the drum kit, the resident band Billy's All-Stars. Her teeth went flying nearly as far as Ted and Sid from the band. Legend has it, they're embedded in the wall behind the stage. That's a top set, not Ted and Sid. They were relatively unscathed, well, apart from Ted's surgical removal of a hi-hat cymbal. Hang on, Mr. E is calling. Oh, lordy, it's Auntie Maud up in the East Tower. Apparently the bats have been quite active in the night and she's a bit agitated. We don't like her to get upset. She likes chopping things up when she gets upset. Although having said that, she does come in really handy at Christmas with the veg prep. I'd better go. When she gets like this, the only thing that calms her down is playing Karma Chameleon by the popular 80s Combo Culture Club. A bit weird really, but there you go. It's been a strange time, hasn't it? Remember when we did the clap for carers? Well, I have to say it got very emotional here at the Towers. Mr. E threw himself into it with gusto. The first week he just clapped, but after watching some of the videos he decided to upgrade from the usual kind of clap and go for something more serious. There he was the following week out on the drive. Did I mention we've got an extensive drive? It's nothing too fancy, it's sweeping. It's a sweeping drive. He was out there rattling his maracas like a maniac. By 8:05 I was having to throw buckets of water over him, such was the gusto of his wrist action. Then he informs me that the following week he'll be banging his milk pan. He keeps eyeing up my set of celebrity-endorsed saucepans and muttering the words steel band. Oh, I might have to lock those babies up. That set cost me £6.95. I know what he's like when he gets that look in his eye. Last time it was only the quick actions of a local builder, 2 metric tons of hardcore, a step ladder and a tube of instant grab adhesive that averted disaster. Anyway, I'd better go and sort everything out. Please call by again. Trust me, we make the Addams family look normal.
Maud, will you put that axe down?
I'm coming, Mr. E. Give her something to suck. Oh no, nothing fizzy, nothing fizzy. Sorry folks, I'm going to have to go and sort all this out. We'll see you again soon. And remember, keep safe and keep smiling. It's me again. Chivers has just reminded me to tell you, make sure you tune into Abergele TV again next week for the next episode from the Towers. But don't forget, subscribe and ring the bell.